Let me take you back to the late 90s, when I was just starting off as a financial advisor. Sumit was a pivotal figure in my earlier career. I didn't stumble upon him by chance. No, I had a strategy. I reached out to an insurance advisory firm and asked for contacts of individuals insuring cars worth over 45,000 dirhams. I was hungry for potential clients who had valued substantial assets. Sumit, working in an oilfield supply company, fit the bill with his brand new 60,000 dirham car. He was an engineer earning over $100,000 at the time, and as the sole breadwinner for his family, comprising his wife, daughter, and aging parents, Sumit had unique financial needs. The process was rigorous. We discussed savings, investments, and life insurance. Sumit was laid back and open to conversation. He didn't know how to say no, a trait that eventually got me a meeting with him. Sumit's case was a real labor of love, taking me a solid 4 months from start to finish. It required an in-depth exploration of every nuance of the product and service to bring it to a close. I remember it vividly because at the time, the premium for this policy was $2,200 per annum, and the potential commission if I closed the deal was $1,100, paid out to me as a chunk in year 1 and the balance over the course of the next 3 years. Now, this was precisely when I found myself in debt, around 2,800 dirhams in debt. Closing this case wasn't just about fulfilling a client's needs, it was crucial for my financial situation. Sumit was on board, asking all the right questions, and after numerous back and forths with the insurance company, we nailed down the perfect coverage for him. Just a small note, this was in the era of no wire transfers or credit card payments. Back then, clients had the option to either walk into the insurance company's office with a wad of cash or hand over a good old check. So there I was, heading to collect my very first check for a life insurance policy. And Sumit was ready to make this payment to me. And while I was sitting there and waiting for him to pull out his checkbook, he said, "Rickson, it's been really nice talking to you about all of this. It's really good to know that you were able to handle all my doubts." Then out of the blue, he popped the question, "How old are you, buddy?" Riding the wave of the compliments he just dished out, I couldn't help but beam and say, "I'm 22. His reaction, "Oh my God, I thought you were at least 28 or 29. Sumit was in his late 30s then. I told him that I had entered the insurance industry just 4 months ago, and I expressed my enthusiasm about securing my first life insurance sale with him. Sumit, clearly impressed by my achievement and excitedly rummaged through his briefcase for his checkbook. However, to his dismay, he realized he had left it at home. He apologized and requested to reschedule the payment for the following day. But the following day, Sumit didn't return any of my calls, nor the day after that or the week after that. He had, as the kids say these days, ghosted me. While I was working on Sumit's policy, I was also working on his colleague's policy, Shan, who eventually bought a policy from me. The commission from this deal was not as lucrative, not a princely $1,100 for the time, but a modest $400. Later, Shan revealed that Sumit had decided not to buy from me because he thought I was too young and too inexperienced to serve as his financial advisor. He didn't want to be my first mistake. It was a harsh reality check, but an invaluable lesson. Most people are hesitant to work with someone who is just starting out, especially when dealing with such a significant matter as life insurance. I believe this was one of my first significant lessons as an advisor. While Sumit was 38 and I was just 22, the majority of my clients at that time were between the ages of 24 and 32. This early experience taught me the importance of finding the right fit client for me. Surprisingly, Sumit did end up purchasing the life insurance policy from me at the same premium amount 7 months later, when I revisited Shan to assist him with his policy documents and let Sumit know that I had closed 7 cases since we last spoke. This encounter instilled in me 2 fundamental principles that have shaped my approach to client interactions and business development. Firstly, I learned the importance of emotional detachment in the face of client decisions. As an advisor, it is important to maintain objectivity and avoid taking client choices personally. Sumit's decision was ultimately his own, driven by factors beyond my control. Accepting this reality and not internalizing these rejections as shortcomings or failures on my part was essential for my personal and professional growth. Secondly, I gained a deep appreciation for the importance of understanding target markets. Venturing into unfamiliar client segments can pose unexpected challenges. Sumit's age and background differed significantly from my own. Recognizing this, I shifted my focus to building relationships with clients within my natural market where my skills and knowledge could resonate most effectively. While Sumit's decision initially caused disappointment, it ultimately served as a catalyst for personal and professional growth. I learned to navigate the complexities of client interactions, identify my natural market, and appreciate the power of genuine connections. These lessons continue to guide me as I strive to make meaningful impacts in the lives of my clients. The good news is that we're all experiencing these lessons, good and bad, every single day. The hard part is stepping away to gain a little perspective, to see them as lessons and not as negative or positive experiences that bring us down or stroke our egos. What was a lesson you recently learned on your growth journey? Share it with me in the comments below.